Hello, welcome to Quackalope. Today we're unboxing OrcQuest Warpath Resurrection from Monolith Games. Now, if you're wondering if this is a game that has existed before, it is! It is! But it's never existed in your hands before!
That's for sure.
It's a resurrected board game.
From 2018.
It's a board game that's now coming to life.
Once again.
I don't know where to go from here, but I'm gonna start opening it. Oh man, I was like, let's do the voices for the whole thing, and then it's just not smart. It's just not the best decision to do the...
Probably
This
not.
is gonna take forever to open, though.
It is going to take forever to open because it's two giant boxes, and this one's really heavy.
Massive boxes full of
really
minis.
heavy.
Let's go ahead and get into it.
Okay.
Warpath Resurrection!
For those of you that are curious, this is literally we're not destroying the... Stop it, we're not destroying the game. This is a prototype copy that we have.
I broke a box!
I do see the box broken. This is a prototype copy that we have that did not have an insert. So instead, we have hordes and hordes of amazing monolith miniatures full of all of the potential destruction we need to do. We have went ahead and checked. We've actually watched some other people's unboxing videos. Shout out to the Board Game Coffee.
Yes,
who
Board Game
showed us
Coffee.
that this would be a reasonable and safe things to do. These are all plastic miniatures. They've actually done something impressive with this campaign. This campaign, at the time they hit launch, is ready to go.
Yes, which is Monolith's new apropos
their
thing
new
they're going to
policy.
do. That's what they want to do. They want, when they hit go, the campaign's 100% ready, so you're backing a completed campaign.
Yeah, which means they can bring you games that you'd not be able to get outside of a crowdfunding marketplace, games that have giant flipping miniatures and tons of minis, and at the same time, they're not making you wait for a pile or a season, because Monolith is an established company that
Yes.
has produced tons of miniature-based games, and they have a reputation to uphold, and their reputation they want to have now is, well, saving the day, and also delivering.
Yes.
Delivering is one of the things they're highly focused on. West, what is as we start ripping some things open, getting this down to the table, what is the history of this title?
Ooh.
Because this has been 2018.
Yes, 2018 is when the original through Maze came through, and you were able to pledge that campaign. If you went all in on that, I believe it was around 299 pounds of 2018 money, which I think translates to about $20,000, something along those lines. I'm not 100% sure on that translation. I feel like in toilet paper that might be the way it is.
So they did reasonably well as well. They had a couple
did,
thousand backers, which back in 2018 was a pretty good sizable campaign.
330,000 pounds.
The only issue is that, like campaigns back in that era, they added stretch goals, listened to the community, put in as much as they could, and then tried to make the best game possible, which would have been fine. All of that would have been fine had they not
ran into the beautiful pandemic that happened.
Headfirst, a small first-time publisher. I believe
this was their second campaign.
But second campaign, and the first in a scale of this size.
Oh yeah, by
ran
far.
headfirst into the pandemic, and instead of coming back and charging you all more, they started looking for partnerships or strategic opportunities to still get what is now a finished game, a designed game, into your hands. So for those of you that are just learning about OrcQuest, hey, welcome to the party. We're going to be having some content here showcasing this game, helping you get knowledgeable and excited about it. And for those of you that backed it way back in the day, we are going to be doing our very best to make sure you get the thing you wanted, the thing you paid for. Because the reality is, it's this or
nothing
or not.
Yeah, and that is an interesting thing about the campaign is they have to receive $200,000
They're not
worth
hiding
of pledges. They're very clear in saying if we can't get this, then we're not able to do it.
Yeah.
The other thing about
covering all shipping, all VAT, and everyone that pledged
all
before.
that. Yes, not
all shipping.
Yeah,
they're also covering all VAT and all taxes, and everyone that pledged before only has to pay shipping.
Yep, you don't even have to pledge at the campaign.
You're going to have
automatically in.
Yeah, they're going to grandfather into the project, which is very cool.
It is very cool. And the way that Monolith is able to do this is by actually scaling everything the same. So there's not going to be different levels from what I understand. This is, you're getting these two boxes. Everything you see here is what you're getting.
Now, the box that I ripped into is the expansion content box, which is the stuff that they unlocked throughout the stretch goals. It's going to be things like Blood for Blood chapter. That's going to be, well, this is the quest book, I suppose. So Royal Mines, We have... Oh, no. This is quest book for each of these little things. So this is going to be Wings and Claws, Royal Minds, Blood for Blood. Each one of these is a standalone little supplementary expansion. And then you're going to have the core game, which is going to have, I believe, 10 full scenarios in it.
Yep, 10 quests.
That are going to be, well, probably accumulating with some type of Cthulhu death type creature.
Yeah, there's supposedly a secret final campaign where you're battling against an unknown opponent at this point. But we may have spoiled it by accident.
What does this look like? This looks like a classic dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you're going to be familiar with this if you have a history of playing Zombicide or Cthulhu Death May Die. Mm-hmm. Tons of minis, tons of exploration, cool powers, cool abilities, but they are doing some unique things. One of the unique things that they're doing is that a lot of your actions are going to be driven off of like a unique set of customizable cards and decks of cards.
Yep.
And you're playing orc heroes throughout the campaign. So for me, that's enough for me to be interested in this. I get to be a goblin myself as I journey through this.
Yes, a full-on orc where you're battling humans, you're battling, giants and pigmen and other stuff like this, crazy wolves, which I think is an interesting spin on the topic.
Who doesn't want to be an orc?
The other thing that I think they're doing
I suppose those people that want to be dwarfs, but this isn't a dwarf game.
I think they're also doing something unique as to how they're filling spaces once you open them up. This here is actually the board that you'll put together, and then based on the size of the room that you walk into, you'll then cordon off that amount of space on this particular board, and then you'll roll the dice, and where the dice land is what thing actually happens inside there. So if you're talking about replayability, you're getting quite a bit of replayability in each different scenario because each room will be different based on the different types of die you're using.
Pretty much a similar system to how Zombicide uses their spawn deck.
With cards, yeah.
With cards, and they pop up at portals. The thing that I like about this is it's not only a little bit more tactile, but also a little bit more variable with like where they might group up or who might actually pop out. I don't know. I think that system sounds very compelling to me. Mm-hmm. Those are the two of the major things that we're aware of right now when it comes to OrcQuest and the application or the journey you're going through. I do have to say,
this is a ton of minis.
It's not only a ton of minis, I really like these minis so far. Have you taken a close look at them?
Yeah, they're actually very detailed. They're quite nice.
I'm genuinely very impressed. They were talking about having a ship on the prototype. I kind of hope they don't now, because I would like an excuse to actually be able to play through some more of this.
I mean, if you look at that, that's a lot of detail on a little plastic mini.
Yeah.
That's quite a bit of, like, attention.
I also like the color coding with, like, the pigmen and the, the grayscale. Yeah. I'm wondering if there's situations where the pigmen work with you, not just against you.
I hope not, because frankly, I think what makes it really cool is this, that you're always against the orc, or the orcs are always with you.
Barbarian. Well, they could be, like, allies, right?
Yeah, maybe. I also like that you also have a god, Badass, I think is his name. Oh, very nice. And you can earn points that you can then turn into special abilities later on, which I think is pretty cool.
I found another playable character.
Uh-oh.
That dude's playable.
That is crazy.
What a monstrosity.
And there's a ton of cards here, too.
I'm really excited about this.
Yeah.
I want to dive in. I want to play. Oh, West. Tell me this human miner is not...
Oh, he's like in a little mech
Yeah,
suit.
he's epic.
That is cool.
Very, very cool. So, that's the general overview. We're going to get this organized, sorted, and down onto the table, but we mostly just wanted to rip into it, show you some minis, give you a chance to learn about the game, and watch us be orcs for a few minutes.